Waking up at 5 a.m. is not the secret to success. 10x your goals, hustle harder, transform your life with a morning routine. It's absolute BS. And I know because I bought into it. I joined the 5 o'clock club when my daughter was just 2 years old. It was the height of the pandemic. I was new to online business. It felt like a complete newbie in spite of having spent 3 years running an offline business. Everything felt new and different and shiny, and I was doing all the things that I'd been told that I should be doing: the challenge launches, the need magnets, the Facebook communities. You know the drill. And I bought into the narrative, the hustle harder, the wake up earlier, the just push a bit more as the key to success. And it did kind of work. I grew my membership to over 100 members, but what it cost me was not worth the input, what I was putting in to get there. And I was working all the hours while I had a child who still didn't sleep. I was sleeping every night on a mattress on her bedroom floor, functioning on maybe 4 hours of broken sleep. And I would still get up at 5 a.m. and start on the laptop because that's what the guru said successful people did. And I would start before everyone else was awake and do more than they would ever do. And it's that whole kind of narrative of the people who aren't like that, the people that dare to wake up at 7 are lazy losers. But the truth is, this approach to running my business led to burnout and then family health issues on top of lack of sleep, on top of working all the hours, on top of doing all the things. I was exhausted, I was running on fumes, I was doing everything, and I fell apart. The more I pushed, the harder I worked, the further away I'd actually got from the business that I wanted to be running. The whole point of running my own business was for it to fit around my life and not the other way around, not to have my life squeezed into the edges of whatever my business demanded of me. My kids weren't getting the best of me because I was absolutely exhausted. And my business wasn't getting the best of me either because I was pushing so hard and doing so much, looking productive on the surface, but it wasn't serving anyone as well as I could because I was running on empty. And I actually hit burnout. And there is so much to be said for focus. If you want to build a business that doesn't suck the joy out of your life, the kind where you're just stuck on this relentless treadmill of doing, pushing harder to get results, something has to give. You have to make choices. And after that burnout, it took me months to recover. I closed the membership. I went back to in-person work for a while before realizing that I did not want to be back in education settings. Like after 14 years in schools, I was done. So I needed to find something that was going to work for the season of life that I was in. And I came back into the online business world, but I was very deliberate about how I wanted to build a new business and what I wanted it to look like. And because of that intentionality, I did the opposite of hustle. I got focused, I got intentional. And now I plan my business in 12-week sprints. I don't have these big annualized goals that I lose momentum with by the time February comes around. I work within school hours, full stop. Like the laptop gets closed at 3 p.m. and it doesn't get opened again until like 9:30 the next day. And my week is now shaped around how I want it to run. Like it's not reactive. I'm not responding to urgent pulls on my time. Like Mondays are for deep work. That is for me to focus on working on my business, doing strategic work. Tuesdays and Thursdays are client days. Wednesdays is content creation day, hence why I'm talking to you now. Fridays are for admin. And I'm not trying to do all of the things every single day all at once. I'm not this kind of squirrel trying to do everything and chase everything all at the same time. And my mornings are now mine. I still wake up early. I still wake up about 6 o'clock, but that is not to open my laptop. That is to have a cup of tea. It's to have uninterrupted thinking time. It's to doodle. It's to just have space and time for me. I'm not getting ahead of everyone else. I'm giving the best time of the day to myself, like I'm a morning person. And yes, I may never become a millionaire. Chasing 7 figures is not really what I'm after. Like I want a lifestyle business, one that fits around my family, that gives me time and space to do the things that I enjoy. A business that feels fun and deeply human. And what joining the 5 o'clock club taught me was like, that is not how I want to run my business. Like all credit to those people that want to operate in that way, stay awake for 23 hours and push harder. But that is not how I want to run my business. And I'm not following that advice anymore. I'm not following those rules. And if you have been following their rules and you have a growing sense that their way just isn't for you, it just isn't your way, I would love to invite you to join me for Build Your 90-Day Blueprint workshop. Basically, it is how we plan a 12-week sprint so that you hit those big business goals, but it fits around your life instead of constantly chasing and striving for the hustle. Because that hustle culture, for me, definitely as a mum of two, it led to burnout, and burnout made me burn my business down. So it is not a price that I think is worth paying. There are better ways for you to build a business that feels sustainable and fun and profitable to run, that does not require you to sell your soul to the 5 o'clock club mentality. I won't be here next week. I'm on holiday, but I will be back the week after. I'll see you then.